Hi, I'm Amy Barnhart, and this is Dr. Dana Fillmore, clinical psychologist and marriage and family expert, and author of Happily Ever After, How to Be Happily Married to the One You Already Married. Welcome back to our regular series where we'll be answering your questions. So let's get right to it. This question comes from Lawrence, and he asks, how can I save my marriage when my partner is in the throes of a midlife crisis and wants to throw everything away?
Oh, wow. Well, again, a midlife crisis can come in all different shapes and forms and for all different reasons. I'm going to go with this question though and assume that he means that his partner is possibly in her mid-40s, hence midlife. It's usually when these crises happen, possibly going through some major hormonal changes. And again, what's kind of misunderstood about that time is that it can, going through those changes can mimic symptoms of depression, can mimic symptoms of anxiety. The libido dramatically drops, and so people just really aren't particularly interested in sex anymore or their partner. So there's lots of things going on. That's what could be happening physically in a midlife crisis. Emotionally, and the definition of an emotional midlife crisis is I'm taking a look at my life, and this is not what I wanted.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking around and this isn't, what happened? How am I 40-something years old? This isn't the home I wanted. This isn't the job I wanted. This isn't the lifestyle I wanted. This isn't what I signed up for. What matters in that is, twofold. I hope the person who's going through it can learn to appreciate what they have, love what is, get to a place where they're grateful for all that. That's the thing. But since I'm not talking to that person, and that's very important, I would actually start to talk to the person who asked the question, which is, are you listening? What kind of changes are you willing to make to save your marriage? Are you willing to move? Are you willing to change your lifestyle? Maybe buy a smaller home and travel more? Are you willing to move to a different country because that person has always wanted to be someplace? What are you willing to do? Because a midlife crisis in an emotional sense means I'm looking around, and if I'm thinking this is another 40 years of my life, I'm out. This is not what I'm going for. This is not what I plan on doing. This was not what I hoped for my life. And those issues, while they don't have to be extreme, it's not that we have to move to Egypt and quit our jobs and so on and so forth, but what can we look at about those needs? What's going on that we could possibly fulfill within our lives? Could we travel more? Could we change jobs? Could we do things differently? Can we become vegetarians? Can we take up yoga? I don't know what it is that person is feeling. This isn't all that I want out of life. I hope that they realize that they can, if their partner's willing, they can bring them along.
Nice.
They can change. They can go on that journey and they can grow together. And a midlife crisis, by the way, handled correctly in a marriage isn't a bad thing. It's like we've come to a
fresh and new and exciting.
Yes, we've come to a crisis. We've made some shifts and we're changing, and now we're going off together. But oftentimes, the person who's asking the question is unwilling to bend. So what they're saying is, how do I get my partner who's going through this crisis to come back and do it the way we've always been doing it?
Oh.
And that doesn't work.
Yeah.
I hope that they will see all of that they could be grateful for, and how it was all meant to be, and how their lives have, all those things. They do need to come to those sort of epiphanies, but this person has to be willing to bend and grow and change and shift together. Being married for 50 years is hard, and we change dramatically over that time. And you have to be willing to kind of change and grow and shift and with each other. So I would recommend that he takes a look at that, and then hopefully also, if there's also some chemical issues going on with his partner, that maybe she can get those addressed as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's super helpful.
Sure.
If you'd like your question answered, please ask it in the comment box below, because this is a regular series and we want to help as many people as we can. And if you'd like even more powerful free relationship advice from Dr. Dana, click on the link below the video. Thanks so much for watching.
Talk to you soon.